everyone. So today I'm going to show you how I plan out my quarterly tasks. I do this 4 times a year, obviously quarterly, and basically I just sit down and I plan through the next 3 months of what I want to achieve, and then I kind of break down those goals into smaller little 10-minute tasks. Now really quick, I do want to say that this year I have started to use the Make It Happen Powersheets, and I am loving these. I will link to them, to the website down below. These are currently sold out, but they will be coming out with the next year's version pretty soon, I think. But basically what this is like a goal planner, and it helps you kind of work through and like plan out your goals for the year. This one happens to be 6 months long, so you can see I have July, August, September, October, November, and December in here. So I did use this to help me plan a lot of my goals, but I still like to sit down and plan quarterly goals as well. These are a little more personal too, and my quarterly goals really a little bit more to my business. I'm still trying to figure out how to kind of merge the two a little bit better, but for now I'm going to show you how I plan these. I do use Asana to plan this out, but recently I've been playing with a new tool called Mila Note or Mila Note. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. So I will also show you really quickly what it can look like in there if you don't like Asana. There's a ton of options. You do not have to use the tools that I'm using. So let's go ahead and hop in. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is Mila Note. This is the Mac app, but all of these goals will kind of tie into next quarters. We're going to be planning for Q4, which will be October, November, and December. And I do plan these out pretty far in advance. They kind of change and merge throughout the months, but I like to just get the basics down early. So you can see here that I'm just using these little column options. You just create a new column, and we would call this October. And then I drag a note into the column, and I start planning out my goals. So like goal 1 here, goal 2, goal 3. And this is really nice because you can also add images, like inspirational images into here. If you have a link, like let's say you are going to do a new workout routine, you could link to the workout routine really easily. So Milanote is a great way to do this. I really like this so far. You can also change the colors of things just to add a little bit of an identification. So it's a really cool app, and if you don't like Asana, this is definitely a great alternative option. So one of the things you might notice about my goals is that they kind of build off of each other. So one of my goals in July was to earn $500 for my business. I had taken the summer off, and this was when I was kind of getting back into it. My goal for this month, August, is to earn $1,000, and next month is to earn $1,500. I'm also slowly phasing out of the social media tools or the social media platforms that I don't really like using anymore. I am already phasing out of Twitter. I no longer use that. I am going to be getting rid of Snapchat in August, and in September my plan is to phase out of Facebook if possible. I have some Facebook groups that I use, so that might be the only thing that I use, but everything else will be gone. There's also some smaller goals in here that are more personal, so this is just kind of how I build them out. But now that I've shown you that, let's go ahead and hop into Asana. So this is where I have always planned out my goals. It's just really easy to plan things out in here. This is kind of the same thing. I basically created a project called Quarterly Goals, and I use the board template. You can use just your regular list option, but I really like the layout of this and how it looks. So let's go ahead and get started working on our October goal. So the first thing I want to start with is my income goal. So my income goal for the month of October is going to be $2,000. My eventual goal is to be earning $5,000 a month from my small business. So I'm just slowly working my way up to it by about $500 per month. So earn $2,000 in income from my business. Now, Asana is a little different than Milanote. You'll notice this is all just like one note. In Asana, they are individual tasks. And when you click on that task, it opens up and you can add additional descriptions. You can add assignees. You can add a due date. You can add subtasks to it, and this is the main thing that I use it for. You can attach documents, all this good stuff. So this is why I like Asana so much for this. So we are going to go ahead and continue these goals. I'm going to get these all typed in here so that way you don't have to sit here and watch me, and then we will hop back into it. Okay, so one of my favorite things about kind of planning these goals is that it's really easy to hold myself accountable to New Year's resolutions. So one of my big New Year's resolutions this year was to read 52 books. That's 1 book a week. And so now that I'm getting into December, I am on track for reading this, but this way I can make sure that I have some books listed out. I have enough books here at home to be able to hit my goal. So when you plan quarterly like this, it's a great idea to reference back to your New Year's resolutions and make sure that you're tying those into your quarterly goals and your monthly goals. So this is pretty simple. You'll notice I don't have a ton of goals, and the goals that I do have are fairly simple and straightforward, and that's what you want to aim for. A lot of times we feel like we aren't getting enough accomplished because we set so many goals and milestones for ourselves that we fall short of them. So it's good to be able to kind of plan smaller goals and make sure that you hit them all. So now what I will do is go into here and I set due dates for myself. By the end of October, I want to have posted 5 YouTube videos. And by assigning myself to this project and giving myself a due date, I'll get reminders through the month to make sure that I hit my goal. Then I might start brainstorming some ideas for some videos. So for example, I don't know, like a Halloween haul. I probably won't do that video, but you get the idea. And then my goal is to have that posted by October 6th. And then we have video number 2 here. And I want to have that published by the 13th. And I basically just go through and assign due dates and assign these to myself, so that way I am hitting goals. And you'll notice, I don't need to actually plan out what the video is or what it's going to be about, but just knowing that I need to create something by this due date will help me stay on track. You don't have to plan out your entire life in here, but just planning out the basics is the idea. Okay, so now as you can see, I have all of my kind of subtasks in here with all of my due dates, and pretty much now is when I would start to add descriptions or additional tasks. For example, for each YouTube video, I need to do the entire process of creating a video, and I have workflows for most of these already, but I'll just quickly type a couple just to give you an idea. So the first step would be to plan a video idea. Then I would need to outline my video, film the video, create graphics, edit the video, schedule the video, and work on the SEO. So each one of these has to be done before video 1 is completely done. So what I like to do is just add the subtasks into each video. And again, I like to just be able to, have that due date. So basically right now, all of those subtasks need to be due by the 13th. If I wanted to create different due dates, I can easily do that by just selecting each one. So maybe in order to prep for my October 13th video, I want to have a video planned out by the 9th. Maybe I want to have my video outlined by the 10th. I want to film my video and create the graphics for it on the same day. And then I can edit the video on the 12th, schedule it, and create the SEO for it for the publish date of 13th. So you can see how all of this can be broken down, and basically it gives me a very detailed step-by-step plan on how to complete these videos. And that way, even though a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory to myself, I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing each day throughout this entire month. So if I switch to my tasks, you'll see I have all of these tasks scheduled in here ready for me. And I can organize these tasks by however I want. So if I have any upcoming, I would see them here. And I can easily just click on them to edit them, add descriptions, change the due dates, and all of that good stuff. So that is pretty much it, you guys. So that is how I plan out my quarterly goals. I do this every 3 months. You can do this ahead of time like I'm doing, or you can sit down at the beginning of the quarter and do it. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. Sometimes, at least like last year, how I did it was when I was writing my New Year's resolutions, I assigned different due dates for each of those resolutions. So I already had some of them down, and then I went in each quarter or even each month and broke them down even further. So it's really good just to revisit your goals regularly, to break them down as detailed as possible so that every single day when you start your day, you know exactly what needs to get done in order for you to achieve your goals. The way that I look at it is that if one of my goals is to get fit, getting fit is a very vague and large goal that you might not feel like you can actually check off ever. So when you say, I want to get fit, you need to assign specific tasks and a specific due date to those goals in order to make it achievable. So if my standard of getting fit is by being able to run a marathon, I would sign up for a marathon and have that be my due date. And then I need to work backwards and create a training program for getting ready for that marathon or getting fit. So when you think of your goals as actionable tasks like this, you're more likely to achieve them. And even if you just sit down at the beginning of the quarter and you plan these out, and then you don't actually check them off throughout the quarter, you'll find that you'll probably still achieve a lot of these goals, even if every single day you're not going through and doing each step-by-step process. Just the idea of sitting down at the beginning of a quarter or the beginning of a month and being able to work out your goals like this is awesome. And if you struggle with this, or if you just don't really like the way that I formatted this in this video, I really recommend that you check out Powersheets. I am an affiliate. I'll put my affiliate link down below, but I'll also just put a regular link so you don't feel like you have to go through my affiliate link. The reason I am an affiliate is because I absolutely love this company. The owner is Christian-based. She's just right up my alley for the kind of people that I love and I love to support. So that's why I'm an affiliate. But all of their products are awesome. Even if the Powersheets aren't available when you check their shop, they have a ton of other resources. They have a lot of free resources, and the blog alone is just really great motivation to actually hit your goals. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me know how you plan and set your goals, or if you just kind of make resolutions and then never think about them again. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.